what it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man. Goodfella Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. We're going to talk about Floyd Mayweather Jr. reacting to Sugar Ray Leonard being ahead of him in the welterweight rankings. But first, Jermall Charlo spoke for a lot of the black fighters that fought on Golden Boy and still are fighting for Golden Boy against Oscar De La Hoya and his prejudice against black fighters. So let's talk about that. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. It all started with the Ryan Garcia thing, where he told Ryan Garcia he needed to come over here and make that money. De La Hoya proceeded to say that, Charlo didn't know what he was talking about. He was fighting, 6 and 8 rounders and making $100,000. And Charlo exposed that he had a 10-rounder that he made under $100,000, and Golden Boy was setting him up to lose. And one of the fights he talked about in particularly was the Demetrius Hopkins fight. I remember that fight, and they was trying to throw Charlo to Demetrius Hopkins, and Charlo persevered and beat Demetrius Hopkins. He fought Gabriel Rosado. He said that they promised him a Canelo fight if he beat Gabriel Rosado. Rosado came down to 154 pounds, and he beat Rosado soundly, in my opinion. Some people try to make it closer than what it was. It wasn't. Charlo thoroughly outboxed Rosado and gave him a lesson. So basically, him and, he going at Oscar De La Hoya is because, Oscar De La Hoya doesn't promote black fighters the way he wants to promote black fighters. Or they wanted to be promoted. Ask James the Beast Wilson. Rashidi Ellis is over there. Travell Mazion, who's a good 154-pounder you probably never heard of. A lot of those brothers are over there suffering with Oscar De La Hoya. It was a situation where the kid out of Philly, Eric Hunter, had an issue with them, and they were setting them up in fights, I heard. So, yeah, it would be a fool to go over to Golden Boy Promotions and sign with them if you're a black fighter. If that's your only option, then, I feel you. But Golden Boy Promotions is absolutely the worst place for, black fighters. And, also Oscar De La Hoya showed a lot of biasness against black media. The only one he may let in is Fight Hype. He never grants credentials to some of the smaller black channels, and they have a gripe with Oscar De La Hoya, which I really don't care to go to none of his events or any of the events, at least right now. But, he ain't the only one saying it. You had the Black Hitler comment they still haven't addressed about Al Heyman. I know Fred pressed Diaz at the JoJo Diaz and Gary Russell fight about it. Robert Diaz, they matchmaker, and he didn't address it. Also, you had the situation over there where, like I said, Eric Hunter, and it was another situation they had over there as well. But, De La Hoya knew he was wrong. He know he wrong. And he treats some Mexican fighters the wrong way. You had a situation with Abner Mares where he said he was living out his car, I believe, until Al Heyman came and signed him. So this ain't just like it's black people just complaining about Oscar. It's the Mexican fans or fighters complaining about Oscar. And a lot of people around Oscar don't like him. You know what I'm saying? And Jermall Charlo is exactly right. And then he talked about how he didn't sign his twin. And that kind of hurt. How they was playing his twin, and he would get his twin on his undercard, and they just refused to sign his twin. And, his twin did end up getting the title shot first. People forget that. He got the shot to IBF with K9, and then that's after he left Golden Boy Jermall. And then Jermall got his title versus John Jackson. All right, but, there's nothing new about Golden Boy. You know what I'm saying? To me, everybody want to act like this is new, and this black fighter's been complaining forever. And the situation I was trying to think of earlier was Nate Campbell, where they throw the N-word around there loosely, around at Golden Boy. So, sometimes you don't have no option, and some other promoters not giving you a deal and not noticing you, and you got to fight on Golden Boy. But it's probably better to stay independent and fight on the Chitlin circuit than fight on Golden Boy. Golden Boy is not trying to get none of their fighters, black fighters, opportunities. And people have been saying it for years. Oscar don't like black people. Oscar is like, how can I say it? Oscar is like the world, all right? All the others, they love the black culture, you know what I'm saying? They love hip-hop. They love the way we dance and we dress, but they hate us. That's Oscar. He loved the way Floyd fought, but he wanted to fight like Floyd, so he got his daddy. You know what I'm saying? But he don't like black people. He come from East LA. It's one of the worst parts of LA for a black person to be in. They kill you out there. You in some of them neighborhoods in East LA. So that's where he come from. Oscar don't like black people, and black fighters need to stop fighting with Oscar. Fight for Oscar, straight up and down. Fight who respects you. Fight who gonna promote you. Fight who love you. Who don't hate your people. Don't necessarily have to love black people, but shit, you gotta respect them. And Oscar don't respect black fighters, and that's just been. I mean, Jermall Charlo ain't saying nothing we already don't know. You know what I'm saying? What sometimes what's said ain't gotta be said. We already understand what it is, and that's just what it is with Golden Boy. He come from racism. He was born into racism in East LA. He was born not to like black fighters. But you know what? He infatuated on the hand speed, on the slickness, how they fight. He's infatuated by that. Trap it down. So if you're a black fighter, you sign with Golden Boy, I don't hear you complaining at this point. After this point, it's been known Nate Campbell, Eric Hunter. I mean, even Abner Marax. It's been known Jermall Charlo. They don't support black fighters. They don't promote them. They got a few black fighters over there you'll never hear about. And also he ain't even keeping Ryan and Canelo happy. So, for Jermall Charlo, it's just like, it's just nothing we already didn't know about Oscar. Nobody likes Oscar. Even Mexican people don't like Oscar at this point in his career and some of the weird shit that he's done. So, that is what it is, man. It's nothing shocking. They still haven't addressed those Black Hitler comments. And if you black, you sign a Golden Boy at this point, man, you deserve everything you get plus some. So, Floyd talked about, Sugar Ray Leonard being ranked ahead of him. The Ben from Fight Hype, that was a good interview. Check that out. Fight Hype, he said that, how can Roberto Duran be ranked ahead of him at welterweight when he said when he lost to a lightweight. And apparently they had him too. And it's in my opinion, I don't even think Floyd that high as a welterweight. We're talking about welterweight, not junior welterweight, not lightweight, not super featherweight, not junior middleweight. I mean, I would think Tommy Hearns, Duran, obviously Sugar Ray Leonard. There's a lot of good lightweights that came. Welterweight, Sugar Ray Robinson. I don't know how they got. I don't know if this was the last 20 years, 30 years, whatever. But him and Pacquiao ain't nowhere near in the top 5, bro. Just being serious. Oscar, Felix, Trinidad up there. You just had a lot of really good welterweights throughout the years that came up there. You know what I'm saying? And to me, Floyd and Manny Pacquiao, just to kind of get pissed off of me, they welterweight run not that impressive to me. It's just not. Everybody that did fight at welterweight. Floyd, he fought Baltimore, Zab, Madonna. He ended up fighting Pacquiao when he was older. I'm trying to think. He fought Victor Ortiz, Andre Berto, Robert Guerrero. I just never was impressed by his welterweight resume. Shane Mosley, he was a little bit older. He fought Cotto at 54. Pacquiao fought everybody with restrictions. Clottey, Cotto. He fought Margarito at 50. Just a lot of restrictions. To me, it's not two of the best welterweights I've ever seen. It's definitely not 2 and 3. I'll tell me Hearns would probably take both of them out. You know what I'm saying? I agree with Sugar Ray Leonard, being above Floyd, but Sugar Ray Robinson is probably the greatest welterweight of all time. But he said that how somebody lost to a lightweight is the number one welterweight. But, Duran went all the way up to middleweight and went the distance with Marvin Hagler and beat out Ryan Barkley. So, at the end of the day, like I said before, man, they can rank whoever they want to rank, man. I've been steady about it. Floyd barely in my top 10 greatest welterweights of all time. You know what I'm saying? When I think about it, I think it's several welterweights would beat Floyd. And this ain't no hate, no shit like that. It's just my opinion. Same thing with Pacquiao. It's a few welterweights that'll put Pacquiao on ice. They smaller guys. And that's kind of where I'm trying to hint at. They are smaller guys. There's so many big welterweights that came up, that went all the way to super middleweight. Felix Trinidad that went up to super middleweight. Duran, I think, went as high as middleweight. Tommy Hearns ended up at cruiserweight. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard went up as high as light heavyweight. You know, so you talk about some really, really big 147 pounders that had the skill. Oscar went up to almost middleweight. You know, they arguing about Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd. Them ain't motherfucking Pacquiao like the top 3 welterweights of all time. Trust me. You know, I ain't the greatest historian, but the greatest welterweight of all time is Sugar Ray Robinson. So let's get that clear right now. Sugar Ray Robinson will beat the fuck out of Floyd. He'll beat the hell out of Ray Leonard. He'll beat the hell out of Manny Pacquiao easily. It's not even a fucking contest. Sugar Ray Leonard is the greatest welterweight of all time, unless I might be missing somebody. He is the greatest. Muhammad Ali patterned this game around him. You know, he went up to middleweight. He was whooping ass and taking names. You know, you call him the original kick-ass like the movie. So, at the end of the day, don't let these motherfuckers. Floyd welterweight run was not that fucking impressive. And he talked about how Pacquiao can be rated that close to him when, you know, he outpointed Pacquiao. He outpointed Marquez, and Marquez iced Pacquiao. You can make a case that Pacquiao beat him with all 4 or 5 times, how many times they fought. I mean, Marquez beat him each and every time they fought. So, you know, at the end of the day, you're right. You know, if Pacquiao struggled with Marquez, how fuck he gonna beat Ray Leonard? How you gonna beat Ray Robinson? Like I said before, these lists are made up from people who don't know the history of boxing, that don't need to learn, don't try to learn the history of boxing, to go back and watch film. And Floyd say that, you know, these dudes need to do their homework. He do, because he ain't the second best welterweight of all time, and Pacquiao ain't 3. Trinidad beat the fuck out of Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? But it stretched him out. Floyd might have a chance versus Trinidad, but like I said before, man, Floyd might beat Trinidad. You know, I don't know. It's a good fight. But them dudes was a really, really big welterweights. Even Oscar, who came up from lightweight, super featherweight, he ended up growing into being a big welterweight. He went almost up to middleweight and fought Bernard Hopkins. And you telling me, you know, Lil Floyd and Lil Pacquiao can compete with them? I think not. Can beat some of them at their best? Maybe so, maybe not. You know, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know, shit happens. You have an off night. That's probably one of my favorite Leonard fights when he lost to Duran. Because that showed that Ray Leonard can have dog in him. I think Ray Leonard got everybody respect in that fight. Ray Leonard was seen as a pretty boy with fast hands and, you know, was slick and fast. When he fought Duran, even though he lost, and it was a close fight, it wasn't like he got like 10 rounds to 2. Like, that shit was a close fight. I think I had like 7-5 when I went back and scored a few years ago. It was a close fight. Duran, you could have made an argument Leonard was winning that fight a little bit. He was fighting Duran fight, but the reason people gave Duran the fight is because they was fighting Duran fight. They had never seen Ray Leonard really, get into a street fight like that and get touched that much at that time. Even though he had a good win over Benitez coming into that fight, I believe. But, you know, to me, that showed why I fuck with Ray Leonard as a fighter, other than all the politics and the catchweights he was doing and shit, and finessing Donald Curry out of the Marvin Hagler fight. That shit came later on. But that just showed you how he had dog in him. Ray Leonard had dog in him. He was in there going blow for blow, and Duran wasn't no fucking ordinary lightweight. Duran stepped up and grew right into that weight class and didn't miss a beat. You know, Duran would have gave Floyd problems at 35 or 47. That ain't no easy fight. Tommy Hearns just had the right style. You know, it was a bad style for Duran. But that's funny that Duran got stretched face first. He got knocked out versus Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns lose to Iran Barkley, right? And Duran turned around and beat Iran Barkley. Tommy Hearns ended up getting stopped by Ray Leonard. And Duran ended up going the distance with him. It just shows you that styles make fights. He ain't trying to say like Roberto Duran was some fucking Joe Blow lightweight, man. That's one of the greatest fighters of all time. And then he did come back and, you know, make him quit. We do know that. Ray Leonard came back and made him quit. But when Ray Leonard fought his fight, and they was fighting in the doghouse, they was fighting in the wheelhouse, Ray Leonard was holding his own, man. But that was, you know, Duran wasn't no regular lightweight. He trying to make it seem like Joe Blow jumped up and beat his ass. Please. That Duran would have gave Floyd some problems. You know, if Floyd probably would have fought like Duran did the second time. You know, and probably tried to make Duran quit. You know, and try to outbox him, outpoint him. You know, Floyd could beat Duran. But Duran wasn't no chump. The way he trying to make it seem like he was some chump bitch. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, man, whoever had the rankings, Ray Leonard, Floyd, Pacquiao 3, they need to be smacked in their face. Come on, get out of here, man. But hey, let me know what y'all think. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think about Oscar the Mail situation. what you think about the Mayweather situation. Getting mad at Ray Leonard ranked above him in the welterweight ranking. I think they had Ray Leonard, Floyd, Pacquiao, and I don't like that list. They not the top 3 welterweights I've seen. But hey, it is what it is. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal description. Best way to donate, share the video. One time for the one time. If you want to catch me the fastest, Twitter is the fastest way. We gone.